So hey girl, hey, welcome back to the channel. And on this channel, we talk about up-leveling our life, that's only two, mind, body, and spirit. And so in this video, I want to talk about villainizing up-leveling. So yeah, that's what I want to talk about in this video. But before we get into the video, I have to shout out my store, Censored Apparel. If you do not know, I am the owner of Censored Apparel, and we believe in being bold, being loud, and being confident. And that's what I like to talk about on this channel, how you deserve to be heard and seen. So I'm going to leave the link below for Censored Apparel. So I invite you to check it out and check out our new arrivals. We actually started selling matching bags, which I so love, so definitely check that out. So in this video, I want to talk about villainizing, up-leveling, and wanting more for your life and that kind of thing, and not being comfortable with the status quo. And so oftentimes I do talk about programming, right? Our subconscious programming and breaking limits. I really believe that life is about evolution. Life is about expansion and evolving, just evolving. But we can't evolve if we're stuck at status quo, if we're stuck in being comfortable. You know, life is about expansion. And so your desire for beautiful, an incredible life, experiencing amazing things, that is natural. That is something that we, for the most part, most people want. And if you don't want that, I would almost argue that that's something that you are suppressing within yourself. And so the reason why I wanted to do this video is because, you know, growing up personally, I've always wanted to experience amazing things. I've always admired beautiful things. I have a huge appreciation for art and beautiful, incredible, amazing things. That's just how I've always been. And, you know, I had been called bougie and why do you think that you deserve these things and all sorts of things. And I think it's important to really look at where this is coming from, why we villainize people for wanting to up-level their life, wanting to do more, wanting to be better, wanting to expand their horizons, wanting to expand who they are as a person, and seeing what, if there's any limits, they have as that person. And I actually was thinking so deeply about this because someone was talking about the show Girlfriends, which was one of my favorite shows growing up, is watching Girlfriends. And one of the things she was saying, I forget, it was a YouTuber, I forget her name, but she talks about up-leveling your life too. And one of the things she was saying about that show, the character Tony, how Tony was considered bougie and she wanted so much more for her life. She wanted to experience beautiful things. She wanted a different experience of what she had growing up and this kind of thing, and how the show villainized her, you know, for these things and kind of made her the villain. And I had never thought about that until I thought about it. And I was like, that is so interesting that that was the case, because it never registered with me. And if you look at a lot of the TV programming, especially when it's catered to a certain demographic, that they do villainize people that are wanting to expand their life, or wanting to do better, wanting to be of service. Because when you expand your container, you expand your horizons, you then can be of service to other people and to the world. But when you are stuck in a certain vibration, a certain consciousness, all you could think, all you can do is think about yourself and survival, and you can't do for other people. And so having an expansive consciousness, expansive mindset is something that is a beautiful thing, and wanting to experience life while you have the chance to is a beautiful thing. Like, why wouldn't you want to experience life when life is temporary? Life is not promised. Tomorrow's not promised to you. So why not have a mindset of like wanting to experience it? And as if it's a bad thing, up-leveling your life and wanting more things and wanting to experience life and to do more and be more and all these things, live more, which was one of my sayings, experience more, live more, and something else I used to say. But why is that such a bad thing? And if you look at some, and I digress a little bit, but if you look at some of the programming that was TV programming that is specifically made for a certain demographic, how the characters in it, if they were wanting to, you know, up level their life, wanting to elevate their life, wanting to, you know, experience different things and beautiful things and appreciate beauty and these kind of things, how they were looked at as bougie, how they were villainized, how they were, you know, the bad person, these things. You know, that's programming. And so sometimes you have to think like, why is it that I feel like if I want more for my life, that's a bad thing? I had to come to this for myself, because looking at especially the TV programming in which I grew up with watching, and how people, if they wanted to be rich, they were villainized in that show, the movie, or whatever the case is. And I had to come to terms with that myself. I'm like, me wanting to expand my horizons and experience more and up level my life and, you know, become abundant and these kind of things, I had to come to terms with why I had some resistance there. And it all comes down to our subconscious programming. So we're watching these shows like Girlfriends, what's that show? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I mean, I can go on and on. Like, now that I've woken up to the fact, I can go on and on about these shows that, again, are catered to a certain demographic, or socioeconomic class, whatever you want to say. How the rich people were a certain way and stuff like that, and, you know, and you were of good character for not wanting an expansive life. You are of good character. And that's not true. It really isn't. Because it's not. And so it's like having to break through that, because even growing up, you know, I've always wanted to eat quality food, and, you know, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to feed your body good food. But some of the comments and, let's just say comments that I would get from people is that you think that you're better than us, you have, or you're bougie and this kind of thing. And I would not downplay that. I think that's not the best word to use, but I can't think of the word that I'm trying to say here, but have to really not tell people because I wasn't going to just eat eat food because people wanted me to. And so it's, again, life is about evolution, going to the next level, seeing, reaching your full potential, whatever that is for you. And you can go beyond the sky. The sky is not the limit. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like, and I know that the status quo and being comfortable, how that feels, I understand that, because sometimes for me, it's comfortable. Do I really want to push myself and do that speech, do that speaking engagement or whatever it is, you know? I understand that. But you only got one shot. There's a saying that you only got one shot at this life, and if you do it right, one shot is all you need. One shot is all you need. And so I wanted to talk about this because I think it's important to open this discussion about pushing through this limit that we put on ourselves, that we can't have certain things, and that wanting more is a bad thing. It truly isn't. That's what this is about. Life is progressive. Life is expansive. You know, can you imagine if, what are those big trees in California or any nature, any part of nature? But let's just take I think they're the redwoods. If they were just like, you know what, that person over there said I can only grow this amount, so that's what I'm going to do. Instead of like growing and expanding, nature is expansive. The tree is never like, well, that tree over there says that I should only grow this height, so that's what I'm going to grow to. It grows to its full potential, right? That's how life is. And that's how we should think. It's like there's infinite possibilities and opportunities for me. I want to experience that. I want to reach my full potential, whatever that is. I should be able to. It's not like that person over there says that I should only get to this level, so that's what I'm going to do. You know, that's the difference between like nature, animals, and things like that, is that, you know, as human beings, we allow other people's opinions imprison us and to limit us. And again, I wanted to do this video because I thought it was really, really interesting. Wow, it just really got really bright. But it was really interesting when she said that. Oh, it's getting really bright. But when she said that about Girlfriends, which was one of my favorite movies growing up, and I'll say that again, and I had to look at that, I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I started looking at other shows that I grew up with and how it was the same kind of thing of villainizing people for wanting more and wanting to do more. I mean, the lighting is just really all over the place. And so that's why I wanted to do this video. If you feel like there's resistance to, you know, evolving who you are, if you feel like you guilty for wanting more, to be more, to live more, to experience more, that lighting, that's probably where some of that can come from. And like, you know, again, life is about evolution. It's about expansion. It's about growing, pushing through that resistance of, and like, it really doesn't matter where it came from. I swear that like the sky is opening. The sky is opening. It really doesn't, honestly. This is just how I feel. It doesn't matter where it came from. You don't have to go down a rabbit hole to figure out where that resistance to expanding your life, up leveling your life, going to the next level came from. You don't need to know where it came from. You just need to know that perhaps that's what's holding you back. Okay? So just know that, okay, it's okay for me to up level my life and want to up level my life and go to the next level and live in an elevated life. It's okay for me. And in fact, that's what I'm here to do. That's what I'm here to do. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that. If you ever felt villainized for um, wanting more for your life, there's nothing wrong with going to the next level, whatever that is for you. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, and don't allow yourself and other people to limit you. You know, we need more people in this world wanting to be, um, to evolve and be expansive, because when we are full, our cup runneth over, we can do more for other people as well. So we're living an amazing life, and it also helps other people live amazing life. You know, so it's a beautiful, beautiful thing to up level your life, mind, body, and spirit. Because when you're well, your kids are well, your family's well, other people's well, you have more to give. And it's also okay to receive. That feminine energy is also good to receive as well. So that's all for this video. I'm sorry for the lighting. I think it's just a cloudy day. So anyways, I just wanted to share that, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. We talk about up leveling our life, mind, body, and spirit. So I'd like to talk about spirituality. I like to talk about beauty, makeup, health and fitness, that kind of stuff too. So if you're into that kind of thing, I think you'll like it here. And that's all. I will check you guys in the next video. Peace.